This is the scariest. This is the most scared I've ever been at this house while I was here, while I had to stay here, because I don't have a car to leave. Maybe Taza can come and get me. I'm gonna call Taza. It's really scary as crap. I really caught a supernatural being on camera. I really caught a supernatural being on camera in my videos, hoping nobody's under my bed. Taza. Here's the video tour of the guest house. There's a. It's good. It's not bad. I did something wrong. They all get along, all the animals and creatures and everyone here. And I plug these things in to make a high-pitched noise to get rid of the mice. I think that's all that I did wrong. You're supposed to be nice to all the creatures here and the animals. Hey, listen, mice. I unplugged it. It doesn't make a sound. This is reality. You want to watch this video? Tour of guest house, John Birmingham. Go to 3 minutes and 36 seconds. Play it at 0.25 times speed, and you'll see the crawl space under this house that goes from one side to the other. When I was on that side of the crawl space, the camera pans to the right as it's playing in slow motion, and that door is opening and shutting. It's really, really was scary. And then in the video I filmed live of it that says paranormal creatures caught on camera, I walked down to see where that door is on the other side this night, earlier this night, and there were leaves in front of the door that it could not have been opened for maybe 2 months. The leaves were in the same position. They had not been moved. You couldn't fake that. And the door opens this way towards the leaves. It does not open the other way, or the door would break. I don't understand it. It's so freaking scary. It's so freaking scary. I got it on camera. I'm afraid to show it one more time. But they're angry. The creatures who live down in the crawl space and the fairy dwelling, I haven't seen them, but I did catch on camera they're opening and closing the door. And it was on camera, and it's in this video. Oh, shit. This is us writing to them about this. This is what Lucifer gives people. A slimy pit of mud and muck and mire that they can't escape. And then I sent them the video. The strangest thing I ever filmed. Really strange paranormal beings caught on camera. What the heck? The password for your discord.com account has appeared in a data leak. Who cares? Discord? I don't know what that is. Okay, it's a miracle. This lady all of a sudden got a bunch of views. Thank goodness. Oh, okay. I'll show you the video. I've been filming these tonight. Here's the really strange paranormal beings caught on camera. And earlier today, I filmed this. And this is the one where I caught them on camera. I'm afraid to look in it now. I don't want to see it again. It's at 3 minutes and 36 seconds. And I talk about it and show it in this video. I'm afraid to show it. It'll frighten me again. And it's late at night here, and I think that they're out there. But they didn't like they all get along with one another, and I think they know the mice. And this is reality. And you know, I plugged this in pest repeller, and it made a high pitched sound that was supposed to get rid of the mice. I think it angered them or something, and they scared the crap out of me. So I unplugged these. There's one more downstairs, but I'm afraid to go down there to unplug it. But I unplugged them up here. They're only, I think, that one, and there might be one down here or something. I don't know. They're not down there, but in this room. There's other rooms up here. I might have plugged one in up here. I'm going to try to turn it off. I don't always know what I'm talking. Sometimes when I talk out loud, here's one. I sound like George W. Bush, like he said things that didn't mean what he was trying to say. I don't know. There's the other one. I unplugged him. It doesn't make a high-pitched sound. Yay! I unplugged the mouse. Sounds. Hey, it feels like a weight lifted off of me. Hey, the mice. Better keep this locked. I'm afraid to go down there and unplug the other one. Oh, and there's one plugged in there too. In the attic. Well, mice are okay in here. I heard someone running around. It might have been a mouse trying to sound big and big. So, see if we can find something really weird I haven't seen before in this tree. Well, here's something. I'll show you what this is. This is supposed to be like a clitoris. See? And he cut it right off. Like it was one of the ones that was too long, almost looked like a penis. So the Russian man who built the house acted like he did a surgery on it that cool, like he was an artist, like he did like the that surgery where they gender mutilation, like he just did it himself to act really cool. And to me, I don't know why he would do that. It's a little frightening to me. And here's another weird thing that's in the house. They did it like a Disney thing. See that? Because they saw war. They saw people get killed in war in Nazi Germany. Saw people got shot down by machine guns and killed in horrific ways. And that's like a face. See, like that's its lower jaw, and that's his face. And a giant beam is going into its face and killing him, because those are the kinds of things they had to see in war. They didn't do anything like that to anyone. They're really kind and good. And so that's there. All kinds of things that I probably haven't seen yet. Oh, the mice were part of this house. That's why. Look, I'll show you. See? There's a mouse hole in the tree. Oh, look, they put little nuts, pistachios. They were always a part of this house. That's just the mice. There must be other beings and creatures too. And they're always really nice to one another. Like, I could walk up the entire mountain in pitch black with only a little cell phone light where you couldn't see beyond maybe a few feet or 10 feet in front of you, or a few feet in front of you. And I felt really safe. Even if there was a bear there, I would have felt kind and good. It couldn't have hurt anyone back then. It was like that for like from 2016 to 2016 to well, once Al left, because it was a little scary when I first got here. It's still like a little bit like supernatural and scary. Like I thought they were like genetically manipulated creatures, because he acted like a big owl creature. Like he acted like a weird, big, powerful owl or something who had like a staff or not a staff. Oh crap! But like a big cane. Like he was like really powerful and acted like he was an owl. And I thought they're genetically manipulated creatures, like raccoon creatures. That's what I thought he lived with. Who I thought he lived with. And there are pictures of this disgusting stuff wiped all over the walls. I'll show you. I was afraid to show anyone. And I thought Al was one of them. And it was on that wall. It was on this wall. It was slopped all over this wall. Maybe like 1,000 things that came out of somebody's mouth slopped on it, like this dark colored stuff. It was all across the entire wall, a thick coat of it. See, it's still a little bit on the light sockets, because I haven't changed that. You have to turn it off at the breaker, and then you can go in there and take that whole thing out and put a new one in. And you're not really supposed to paint it. I may have tried to paint it, and then it went through. And then, so we had to clean, me and my friend Corey cleaned the wall off with gloves. I had to do most of it. It was really gross, with like gloves and bleach, and then paint over it with many coats of primer. And there's a bed here on the ground, a mattress, and it was slopped all over that wall. I have a picture of it. And I thought there was a raccoon creature, genetically manipulated raccoon humans. I was really afraid of it. And and Al would talk about how he knew Nazis who made creatures who could live like really long and stuff like that. And then once he left, all that went away. It got really kind and good here and godly, and there was no worry about anything. And from how it was down in Roanoke, I used to be afraid. And like I thought to walk up the mountain, I'd have to use a sword. But my friend Alex said, you can't, he said he won't give me a ride down to the bottom to get some mail or whatever it was to walk back up if I bring a sword. He said, no sword, you can't go, or something like that. And so then, so I said, okay. And I walked up the entire mountain by myself with a cell phone light, and it felt safe and good. And it used to be that when I finally made it to the bottom of the road, which is 1.5 miles down the hill, I was on the mountain, and I knew it was safe and okay, and no one could hurt me. It was even once I got back from like other stuff, when I made it to Roanoke, I felt safe. If it was summertime, if it wasn't too cold, I knew I could get to my house in this neighborhood. And it's pretty good. Let's see if there's anything else weird and creepy that's good. Of course it's good. This is actually this couch, when I was sitting on here or laying here, I don't remember which one, I found Jesus and God. I got the idea, hell is real. And that's the place that I had seen that God showed me. I didn't know what it was, and it took me 3 or 4 years to try to figure out what it was. And then I realized that's really hell. And then heaven is, well, God is real and way more beautiful, and Jesus is real, and that's how you're really supposed to be. And I realized that in this couch, I think in December of 2019. So I got back to believing in Jesus again. I wonder if there's anything else weird about here. Here's a face in the wall. It's a very beautiful, good place. Jesus was here in the most special place I've ever been. But guess what? It's a shitty earth. That's why it got scary again here, like even ghosts or